right, where were we today? It's funny, I don't have an intro. And I'm not talking about just the musical intro, just the way to start my streams. Um, I know Net Ninja guy goes, "Okay, my friends, and today we're going to do." I mean, he has it always the same. Some people have other things. Some people have actual intros. Me, I just say, "Hey, how's it going? Let's get started. Let's see, what am I doing today?" All right, so yesterday I started doing a side by side. I'm doing a ladder application just because I want to try to see if I can get one done. I want to see if I can do it in both Blazor and React, not together but separate as side by sides. Not really side by sides most of the time. I mean, I'm just now trying to get my React application up and running. So as is, it actually, this is it. It's ugly as snot. Um, I'll probably have to do some cleanup for it. Let's see if I can copy in. I mean, I could program my CSS. I'm using Tailwind, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy the settings that this guy has. They work pretty good, and I can always edit them later. Just for now, though, I'm going to take these are from the Next.js application. We'll go to the global CSS just to kind of give them, because I don't, mostly it's like take something that kind of works and then build up from there, because I am of the feeling that I'd rather have things not look an absolute mess if possible. So I didn't totally do much today. Let's see here. Failed to compile. So there's obviously something not defined here. It's defined at the @layer directive. Let's see, I've got global CSS. I took the whole thing. Do I not have something labeled? Well, it's not saying there's anything wrong with it. It doesn't like something though. Well, what do we have here? Is a custom class. Make sure. Well, @layer. Is it even complaining about? Oh, it's defined within @layer. Oh, it doesn't like apply. So there's something not defined. I think part of it is that I'm taking stuff from another application, and I think some of the stuff needs to be configured, added, made available in my code. And as of yet, obviously, I haven't actually activated. Let's see. See, it doesn't like @apply. It doesn't like the values that I put in there. So it's something. See, he's using, oh, let's try this. I don't know if that's going to make any difference. I probably will have to stop and start something if it doesn't want to take a hold. But I didn't like that gradient. It was weird looking. And that was part of what that was defaulting to. let's see if I need to add anything to one of my packages here. JS config. Compiler options, paths, at. I'm using .source star, but this is just using .pipe star. Oh, because I'm not using source anymore. Wait a minute. I took out the source app. So we're going to do the .pipe. I source folder, so if that's what it's complaining about, let's take that out. Aha! That fixed it. Hey, there we go. So I got some basic formatting on my page now. So yeah, slowly but surely we get things moving forward. Now, it doesn't have much. There's not much going on yet, but I have now a more visually pleasing view. I do like the idea of the way this, the way my Visual Studio app is doing it. Let's see if I have the window still showing it. If not, I'll just restart it. Yeah, it says it's still up somewhere. Let's go see where. Oh, I don't need that one just yet. And I don't need whatever that is. Got a lot of junk. Let's clear up some junk. This is the one I was looking at for my crash course, so I was refreshing, trying to figure out how to get going here. Don't need this at the moment. So I just try to clear up some pages. Okay, I guess I don't have it running, so let's go ahead and even though it says stop, I don't see where it thinks it's running it. So we'll just stop it, restart it. I have noticed though, this is actually a thing with Visual Studio's run. A lot of times you'll close the app and it doesn't always know that you close the app. So it just says you're still running. So this is kind of how the default app, the creation app, worked when I got it up and running for my Blazor version of my app. So you can see currently they are not currently in sync at all because they have kind of a different default package or default application setup. So we will bring a lot of this into line. I do actually like some stuff on both of them better. I like this sidebar, so I think I'm going to try to create that. And I'll probably just mimic, because like I said, I'm going to go back and forth, try to do the same things in both. So let's see if I can get this bar, this looking sidebar, into this guy. And I think there's no reason why I cannot. In fact, I think I saw an example that was actually quite similar to this. And let's see what happens. Let's kind of get some familiarity going there. So what I want is I don't need this app right now. This is my reference app that I did when I did my Next.js course. I completed about 6 weeks ago. But here, what is this? Oh, that's a GitHub app. I don't know if this GitHub app's any better than just doing it on the website, because I haven't figured out I haven't learned my way around the app. I'm sure the app's probably fine. I just don't know it well enough. All right, so here's my Blazor application. Let's bring that guy up here. Go to solutions. So this one has its nav menu, which I'm guessing is this guy. Let's inspect. Let's see if we can what we can see when I inspect here. I don't know what we can see. A lot of this stuff's here. We got Blazor. Just kind of seeing what. That's the sidebar. Okay, so it's navigation menu. So is that nav menu? This must be this guy. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what we can do about creating a nav menu. It's probably a good idea anyway. I mean, we need to have some kind of a bar, some kind of a menu to create, to function with. I think that's a very good option. So let's look at doing that, shall we? I'm going to... Oh, okay. All right, so we'll create a component for the navigation menu. And we'll just go, I'm going to do it just like my previous lessons had me do. I'm going to create a components folder inside of the app folder. And what's the folder I want? We'll call it navbar. Or no, we'll call it nav nav side menu, sidebar. New file. We're going to call this components sidebar. Side menu. I don't know. Okay, .jsx. And then we'll go, what's it? RFC to create my sidebar.jsx menu. Okay, so we're gonna just, our side menu, sidebar. I still haven't locked in on a name in my head, even though it says side menu now. We'll call it side menu, and we'll try to see if we can kind of get this menu to work in React. So there's going to be a little differences because things are different in React, and I'm not an expert here, but we'll try to be similar. So for now, let's try to create the menu. So what do they have here? They have navlink all. Now I can't copy this exactly the same because navlink is not a thing, but there is a nav. Let's use the same imports. Next link. I don't need next image. I don't know what that is. Is there an image? Oh, there is image. Next. Don't know. Oh, that's not next image. Okay. I don't know where these reference, to be honest. So we have next link and next image. I don't know where those are. Import image from next image. Is there a way to navigate? Oh, here we go. Node modules, next image. Oh, it's in node modules. Oh. Next. Image. Well, there it is. Import image from next image. Okay, so, okay. Again, so some of this stuff they didn't actually go over. I mean, when when you just pull in someone's app and then you're taking a class and it says, okay, we're going to do this, 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 but they have you pull in or do certain things that are just there. And you're like, okay, we'll just go with whatever you have is just there. So you kind of have to know where these things come from. So when you put your mouse over it, it does kind of tell you it's a node modules next image. So this is node modules next. There's not image, right? I mean, there's image, I would guess, when you're looking at this, it's referring to this guy, image.js. See, node modules next image.js. So I don't know that that's even a file you can. Let's see what happens if I click on that. Oh, okay. So it has a reference. Modules.export requires .dis shared lib image external. So you probably have something, a library somewhere that has this image external. So let's reference that. Let's go see where that is. And we're looking at the Next.js masterclass is where that is. And I got S. So that one says it's in shared. Or there is a reference to something .dist shared. I don't know where that is. Module.exports equals require. So something .dist shared. I don't know what that is. Is there, I don't, is that like an outside location? I don't know what module exports is. Is there a thing called exports? Are these not declared in mine? Because look, when I'm here, look how these light up. These are actually folders that are all valid. Oh, okay, I guess never mind. So I don't know, module.exports equals required .dist shared .dist. I don't know where that is. What would be .dist shared? Just trying to figure out where the source of this stuff would be. It's not, I mean, dot is not the name of the folder. Dist is probably the name of the folder, but dist shared. Is there like dist shared lib? Can you look for a folder that way? I don't know that I've ever tried to look for a folder that way. No, this is not coding. Well, I mean, it kind of is. It's about understanding how the C# or how the React libraries are set up, because everything's pretty clear in C#, right? You open up a C# folder, it's got everything in there. It's there. And if not, it's in a reference DLL, which you will know because there'll be a reference DLL. This is different. I mean, it does some similar things, but you know, folder structures, what is it referencing here? Like required dist shared lib. I don't know what this is, you know. So I don't see a dist folder anywhere. So where is it looking, right? So you can look through all of this stuff. You're going to see TypeScript, ungraphed, ABCD. I don't see, nope, no dist, and there's no shared. So where is this? No shared folder. Public? Nope. Details? Nope. Huh. So I don't know where these files are referenced. It just says .disk shared. I guess I can look this up. Let's go look up require. First of all, is this a method within here? Page lock JSON requires .true. Required. I don't know what this is, so require method. All right, let's go look this up. Sorry about that. Got distracted by texts. Of course, right? Don't go texting people during your streams. I know. Okay, that's what was I doing? Okay, so I was trying to figure out what the heck this require method is. Let's see, module.exports require. Let's go see. There's an article, Understanding Module.exports in Node.js. Is there a whole video in it? In this article, I'll examine how to work with modules in Node.js, focusing on how to export and consume them. Modules enhance Node.js development, and Node.js modules are crucial for creating efficient, maintainable, and reusable code. Understanding the difference between formats in Node.js. Exporting and consuming modules. The article provides a comprehensive guide on how to create, export, and consume different Node.js module formats. This comes with a set of built-in modules that we can use in our code without having to install them. To do this, we need to require the module using the require keyword and assign the method to a variable. This can then be used to invoke any methods the module exposes. For example, to list out the contents of a directory, you can use the file system module and its reader method. Oh, nice. Note that common JS modules are loaded asynchronously and processed in the order they occur. Now let's look at how to create our own module and export it for use elsewhere in our program. Start off by creating a user.js file and adding the following. Now create an index.js file in the same folder and add this. Run the program using node index.js and you should see the following output to the terminal. So what has gone on here? If you look at the news, if you'll notice that we're defining a getName function that's using the export. That's great, but we're assigning functions and values we want to export to exports property on module. And of course, this works just fine. This logs the following. So what is the difference between modules? Is one just a handy alias for the other? Well, kind of, but not quite. To illustrate what I mean, let's change the code index.js to log the value. So module.exports and exports. Actually, I didn't actually show you the difference because I don't see exports. See, it says require.user. So the item that it's referring to so is a folder that we used here called a user. For example, class user. So to log the value of module, console.log module, this produces blah. As you can see, module has an exports property. Let's add something to it. This exports module, ID exports foo. Assigning properties to exports also adds them to module exports. This is because initially, at least, exports is referenced to module.exports. So which one should I use? As module.exports and exports both point to the same object, it doesn't normally matter what you use. For example, exports.foo equals foo, module.exports.bar equals bar. This code would result in the module's exporting object being foo bar. However, there's a caveat. Whatever you assign module exports to is what's exported from your module. So it's take the following. Exports equal. This would only result in an anonymous function being exported. The foo variable would be ignored. It wouldn't be read into the difference, I recommend. Huh. Well, it kind of explains what it is. It's nice, but it doesn't explain where it is. How do I know what this? I guess my question is what is? So is this just an item that's somewhere and it's referenced? So I'd have to see what modules.exports is, right? I mean, if I wanted to see more of what module.exports is, how do I, is there like a search for that? Require. You know, it's funny, this find doesn't find files. It only finds what's in files, which is annoying. Module.exports. Plugins, themes. So, oh, that's probably why that was loaded up. Module exports require image external. See, I'm just trying to figure out where this stuff is coming from. It's coming from some location, right? This image dash external. Where's that at? How do I even know what this image is? If I was looking at this image and I was like, oh, I want this image, I'm like, okay. So they have an image, you reference it, but it's like it's actually not. It's this image dash external object, which is somewhere, and I don't know what. That's kind of what I'm trying to figure out. Now, if I call that image, I'd probably have, I mean, I would know what it looks like. I just don't know where it's coming from. So that's interesting. Let's go back here, and then I'm gonna go back to my navbar. See, we have next.image, and where is that reference? What item is getting an image? If I take this guy out, what's going to stop working? I don't see anything that stops working. Something must stop working though. Oh, well, for one, it's not going to do anything because that's the wrong application. let's take it out of my application. My side menu here. I guess part of it was trying to decide what I need in my side menu to work with. I don't need the logo thing because I'm not using it. Log out. I don't need that. I don't know what these are, but let's see what they do. Image declared, but its value is never read. All right, and so whatever this image is, Dojo Help Desk logo. See, there's somebody, somehow we got this Dojo Help Desk logo. Source logo. So let's, I'm going to copy all this in. I'm going to put it right here. Now, a lot of this ain't going to work because I don't have any reference to the login, log out. Oh, I don't need logo. Whatever that is, because I'm not doing Dojo logo. See, I don't even know where Dojo logo PNG is. Where is this stuff? Is it just sitting here in some... Wait. This will show you. Get repos, components, log out. Well, I'm not doing that right now, so I'm not worried about it. But this guy doesn't show you anything. It's a variable sent to the Dojo logo PNG, but where is Dojo logo PNG at? I mean, I know what that image is. I'm just trying to figure out how he put it in the application. See, these things are stored somewhere. I mean, I can't be referencing some generic location. It's got to be something local. Dojo. It's in app components. There it is. Yep. What if I search for... like this thing says node modules next link. button link.jsx is in components. So if I go into next, there is no, I can go to node modules. There is a next, but there's only image.js, which doesn't tell you where that actually is. It is curious. Node modules next link, and then node modules next image. But they don't really tell you. Let's see, what if I go back to node modules? Again, it's all this is just me trying to understand how this is set up, trying to understand where files are coming from, that kind of thing. So if I go next, node modules next, and is there a link thing here? There is a link. Now this is import link from disk client link, but where's disk client link? Git repos. Oh, okay. So there's a reference to this disk client link, which is Git repos next.js master dojo help desk mode node modules next dist. So there is a thing for where that is. So what if I go to image? Does image have a little bit more to this? Dojo help desk node modules next dist shared lib image external. All right, so let's go see if I can find it. All right, so I think it's about finding the location of where these are. So we're going to go to D colon git repos next.js master class. And then Dojo help desk. Node modules next. Dist shared, so there's a dist and shared, there it is, lib, right, image external. So we'll go view, we're going to do large icons. There should be one here called image external. EMI, image external. Holy moly. So there's image external is like another file that has a bunch more stuff. So it's like it's gonna go. It's a pointer to a pointer. Really, what it is. You're going here. Then you have this code, and this code is gonna go look for this external image. So by the time you get to wherever you're going, because you have look at image loader, you got get image props. This is replaced by Webpack defined plugin. Normally we don't care about undefined props because we pass to JSX, but this export function could be used by the end user for anything. So we delete undefined props to clean it up a little. So they got image props, define property. So really what this is doing is just going out and just, where is it even getting the image from? Get image props, helpers. And it's funny because this actually is not available in the code. I mean, there is no next. All these path I went to after the next, there's no next dist shared stuff here. I don't think. So I go node modules instead of going. So then we got to go to next, which I don't think there was a dist. But I'll try. Unless I just missed it. Next. Dist. Oh, okay, there's a dist. And then it's dist shared. And then it's lib. It's actually not a lib. Oh, it is. Oh, it's shared lib because there's no other folder. Okay. So this should be. There should be. What is it? Lib image external. There's no image external here though. Node modules next dist shared lib. Huh. Well. Uh-huh. So I can go to lib, dist shared lib, but there is no image external. Is it hidden? Maybe. But dist shared lib. Do these exist? Yeah, utils, all these things exist, but the only things visible are these 5 items. So somehow, some way, oh. I don't know why I thought that was the bottom of the list. I don't know, man. I don't know why I thought it was the bottom of the list. And look, it just keeps going. You go in there, and then that goes further into the world. It goes even, man, what a... Hold on, there's something in the oven. I gotta go. My wife has an alarm that's going off, apparently, and I need to go take care of it. Be right back. All right. Alarm is dealt with. Okay, so what this amounts to is a very complicated path. So whatever it's routing to, whatever this image is that it's eventually going to get, image external, it's picking it up from somewhere. Image loader. What I'm guessing this is doing is it's got some functions going on, and it must be looking for like a path or a prompt that maybe is getting passed in, and it's going to go fetch the image based on whatever you give it for a path. That's all I can really guess. That's what it looks like to me. So if I was to go open up this original app, which I think is this one. So this guy, who is actually being referenced, this node modules is huge, by the way. No wonder it gets so big. I remember at work we had a node modules for one of our apps that took like 45 minutes to download from our internal network. So it took forever. This massive folder of crap that you had to have on your. Now I know why. It's a big app. Anyway, so I'm guessing when I'm looking at this nav bar and it's looking at next image, that's just a tool to go get an image, I would guess. When you use this image object, you're saying, well, what do you want? All right, so Dojo logo PNG. It's going to get this. Alt, width, placeholder, blur, quality. So we're somehow that fetch is going to go out and find this dojo logo.png. Now, I don't know where the dojo logo.png is pretty close because that's actually stored right within here. So that's this thing, right? But this is the alt logo. It's putting in logo and text for alt. So I don't know. It's somehow. I mean, why does image have to be so complicated? That's what I'm curious. But it's loading it up. Is it because it's going to the client and this app is going to make it so that the image can be pulled from your local host? I don't know. I mean, so maybe you're not actually transferring the image to their system, but somehow this code is going to go. It's going to connect the two, and it'll load the image up from your source as a link or something instead of bringing it up and loading it all into the customers. So you're not exporting your images to them. You're just kind of doing a link to them. That's all I can figure. That's what I'm thinking. You're not actually downloading the image to their system. This image process will go and build the link out. Rather than you putting in a link yourself, it does some weird thing that builds it for you and makes it look like you're doing it with just an image component tag. So says me. So now, and it's looking at whatever you're pointing to. So it must be inside of the local folder. So I could do something like, let's go look up an image, and let's get an image that I want to use. Let's see here. Let's what about Copilot? What's Copilot got? I'm gonna do an image. Generate page suggestions. Copilot can do images for me because I've done this before. I just don't remember. Casual. Oh, compose now. Let's go back here. Copilot is what basically ChatGPT. So is it this one I want? Add an image. Nope. Creative. Nope. I will say creative. All right. Now I know there's a way to do this. Create image. Of this is going to be complicated. Let's see how smart ChatGPT is. Of a ladder with a chess piece, tennis racket, what is he? Tennis racket. What other things? And dice. Fighting to get to the top. Let's see what it does. So it's probably not dice. It'd probably be die, but I was afraid if I say die, I would think die like death. So I'm doing a dice. And dice fighting to get to the top. Is that it? Is that what it came up with? It just choked. It was too complicated. Oh, actually it did pretty good. I mean, they're not really fighting to get to the top, but it is actually those are actually not bad images. If I gotta say so myself. There's now a lot of chess pieces in there. Which one do I like the best? Let's save. I kind of like this one. I have one with people in it. Save image as, and we'll go to my pictures. I'll just say, let us stick it here. We'll call it ladder edition. Sure, why not? I don't like all the chess pieces going up, like those two. Could I click on one, add a twist to story, make it more colorful, change one of the objects into something unexpected? What other things could I have if I'm going to have, what to say, a tennis racket, chess piece, how about include a pickle ball paddle in the image? Does that work? How smart is it about continuing the path? Because it regenerates. When you say include, it doesn't like glue one in. It becomes an actual secondary image. It's a lot of chess piece ones. That first one ain't bad. Again, probably the best one is that one. We'll save image as ladder competition 2. Let's go with that. Let's take those 2 for now. That's enough. We got a couple of options from our friendly neighborhood chat GPT. I know there's plenty of people out there. We go, oh no, you just put three artists out of work and now they'll starve to death. It's like, yeah, well, I'm more poor than they are. So I'll have to live with it. Sorry, man. All right. We'll try to see if I can get this thing in here now. So we're going to go ahead and add to my folder, to my, without going too far down the line here. Oops. We're going to go back. Let's put this back into my half of my screen setting. And we will put, what was I working on? I'm doing my opposite thing here, which is this guy, but I also want to look at this one. Oh, wait, what did I open? How come I have 3 open now? Don't remember opening a 3rd one. Let's close this thing. So we have our sidebar. Don't need this right now. App, home, component, side menu. So the nav bar, the Dojo logo PNG. I don't know if I want that in my components folder though. That doesn't feel like a good place for that. So let's create an image folder, or public utils shared. Yeah, let's just create one called images. Why not? We'll just put it in my folder here. New file. New folder. We'll just call this one images. Mostly because I just don't want the other thing in there. And now we're going to add my full file to this. I'm going to go up here to my pictures. And we're going to see which one do I want to put in there. Let's throw in this one. I like the white background because I think it'll blend in better. And that means we have to reference that, which we will, I think. We will do that. We will reference it, assuming I can figure out how. Assuming that's not too complicated. So we're going to go images. And we're going to go back to this guy. And on my side menu, we got link, image. I'm going to do, so theirs was logo. But I need to go, we'll call it import images, or how about import, what did they call it? I think they called it logo. How did they do that? I think it's just a variable. I hope. Oh no, because I have a component named image. How they do? Oh, okay. So, but how do they do logo? Because that's not a component. I guess you can call it whatever you want in that case. I mean, it is under components, but I don't think that's a thing. Logo. How do I do that? Import. We'll say I'm gonna say ladder image. I don't know. I don't know where they got logo from. If I go there, that isn't gonna work, right? Because it's not a thing. So if I go from image, no, maybe I can't do this. Maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree. Because they just did .dojo logo.png, which works in the current folder, but I'm trying to go to images. See, it doesn't work. So maybe I can't move my stuff. I don't like the name of that either. It's not. So their dojo logo thing. So I can put in image, but I want mine to be ladder image. That works great, but all right. So this is way more complicated than it is in C#. I know you referencing files is not this hard. Why can't I just do what if I type in I don't even know what to type. It's like it's not gonna let me. Oh wait, there you go, image. All right, wait. No, it's supposed to be images. So okay, so I gotta see how I can import a file. All right, this is definitely an interesting conundrum. All right, let's go. Just turn on my volume here. Alrighty, so I've got about 30 minutes. I got to figure this image out. Let's get this image on there. We'll get something going, and then I got to go out for a bit. I'll come back after that and see what I can accomplish then. But for now, let's go back here. We're going to say how to reference import. How to import image from another folder in React. There we go. Import image from folder in React. It says duplicate, but whatever. Here the error on the application Shopify page. This is the right way of importing static assets. Import variable name from ... See, that's what I was trying to do, didn't I? Didn't I do that? I thought I tried that. All right, we'll try and see what that does. Okay. Thought I tried that. Let's just do the ... images. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I didn't do the ... Okay. import dot images / there you go, competition 2 JPEG. Okay, so it's ladder image. The alt would be ladder games logo. Ladder games image. Sure, why not? Don't know if I need any of that other stuff. Don't care. Dojo help desk. Don't need to call this. It's called ultimate neighborhood. You know, I should call it community. Ultimate community ladder. I think community sounds better than neighborhood, but whatever. For now, just to be consistent, we'll stick with what I had. And this would be home for now. And let's just go Control S. And then we will close this and this, and we'll go look at what we have. Ultimate neighborhood ladder. This is only my side menu, which, by the way, probably doesn't even have a load yet. I probably am not even referencing this anywhere. So yeah, I gotta actually reference this because I gotta go do a call to it. So we gotta go back to my, I think it's my layout here. Pretty sure wherever this said nav bar, it's kind of what I want. So this guy. Import redirect, next navigation. We're gonna go delete. I'm gonna go side menu. There we go. And we'll close it. Failed to compile. What? But hey, it did do the import component side menu. What is it not like? Expected corresponding JSX close tag. Oh, something went wonky down here. What is that all about? All right, so something went weird on that. What did I do wrong? I screwed up the typoed something. Oh. I see what happened, okay. Side menu. Why is it putting a side menu here? I don't think that's supposed to be there. Yes, it is. Don't lie to me. Oh, because it unimported it. Because I did it that way. Well, you're lame, man. Why'd you unimport it? Okay. Well, we're closer. User is not defined. Or what do you mean user is not defined? Where am I using user? Where is user at in my whole math? Side menu. Oh, something in my side menu. Yeah, user probably wouldn't be in here yet because I don't actually have users yet. So yeah, gotta kill this. Kind of want this piece, but I don't know. Okay. Hey, look, we got our little logo up there. Ultimate Neighborhood Ladder. Hey, man, gotta celebrate the little victories. It's like, you're like, okay, big deal. You got an image on the screen. It's coming together. It's happening. This is all new to me. So I gotta put my old. Let's go to C#, and let's put my image in there too, man, because it deserves to have its own image. It shall be in. I shall create it in the React's image. I shall create the C# in React's image. In this case, we're going the other way. I was trying to just create the side menu, which I haven't actually successfully done. All I've done is create a side menu thing, which right now is just currently plopped in the middle of the screen. It's not quite what I was looking for. It's the positioning is not what I've got in mind. But I'll figure that out because I'm going to figure out how it's doing it in here. Because all I'm doing right now is creating the menu. And then eventually I'll add more and more and more stuff to it. Because I kind of want that just to be at the top of the menu. And then as I go down, I'll add more like these nav bars, right? So let's go over here. We'll go to the main layout. No, yeah, we'll put it in the main. I want to put it in the nav menu. I want it at the top of the nav menu. So how do we make it appear in the nav menu? Because it should be like the very first thing, or at the very least in the corner. If I was to go look at my home page, the Razor page. So I got Hello Competitors Home. So if I do that, let's go look at the page. Nope, that's not it. Is it this one? Nope. Nope, this is not on here. I don't even know where half my stuff disappears to. Nope. Is it this thing? Where's my image going, man? Let's go localhost 3.0. Localhost. What is it even going to? I don't even know where it's. I don't even know where it goes. All right, let's go over here and see where is this going. Because I don't know where my thing went. Because you can see I don't have but two things open at the moment, and cannot find. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. I would have thought it would have been clear. Let's close this up. 30 minutes. Okay, so I got a few more minutes. Wow. Oh, is it here? Oh, it created. Oh, it opened it in Chrome. I didn't even realize it was opening it in Chrome. Boo! Oh, that's not Chrome. It's Edge. Well, what the heck? How do I have? How come it created two edges? Is this like a special instance of Edge? Normally, it would just show up as Edge here. Why it's showing up as Edge over here? Strange. Okay. So yeah, I have Home here, and this is my side menu. So if I go down to my ladder here, this must be page title is Home. So the side menu, but where? Oh, I see. The page title, that's this. That's what's showing up here. If I go page title, okay, so my side menu, which is not actually inserted as part of, so is it part of demo? No, demo is down here. This is the demo component where we put that stuff in. We created that during the sampling yesterday. I'll get rid of that later. So something must be main layout. Main layout. So we got page, and we have the sidebar, which we're putting the component in, which is this guy. So if I want my image to show up, it's going to have to go here. And Do I want to duplicate the image, or do I want to be nice and not duplicate the image? Really what I should do is create a resource location, like even an API or something that feeds images, and then they both call the API that would grab the image it's called. And then, you know, both of them can just pull from the same API. That's what I would prefer to do. Not there yet. That's coming up in the more advanced section. I could do that at any time, but if I keep switching joints, I'll never finish one task. Let's get the image in. Let's have it there. Then we'll slowly clean up the front page a little bit. Maybe I'll even get into getting the login stuff kind of working if I can. And then I'll start looking at cleaning up, maybe putting the image in the background. And then we got to start looking at the more complex coding aspects of it, where I start actually maybe having people put in their names into the pool, or what game, and put in some things to select the games, which means I'll be referencing a database where the potential games that can be used are in there. I'll have to install I'll have to put in some scoring logic so that the game can keep track of, you know, how does the score go. You know, we put in the score. Sometimes, I know with the ladder we did before, was who won, who lost. It's all that mattered, right? Because the ladder doesn't care about scores. But I would probably keep the scores. Just because I think it's good reference, you know. Plus people can see it, it's fun. It's more information to be seen. So, yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this image in and see if I can quickly. Let's start it off by just putting the image somewhere. We're going to do the same thing. Do I have an images folder? This has a home icon, right? So this is referencing, so nav menu is referencing an icon. So whatever that little household icon is, let's see, checkbox, navigation menu, scrollable, flex column, nav item picks, reclass, span, class, aria hidden, home, under, buy house door, fill nav menu. So that must be something to do with this class. Is it a CSS thing? Where is it getting its images? Because that little icon has to be coming from something, right? So yeah, I think under root here. Nope, that's app settings. That's it. Bootstrap. Count. Pages shared. Count layout razor. External login picker. Manage layout. Manage nav menu. Show recovery code. Manage. Disable. Access denied. Forgot password. Oh, it has all the logo stuff. Let's see if I can find home. Component pages, home razor. That's inside of a DLL. Interesting. It's not a component. This is yeah, that's not what I want. Bootstrap.com, Bootstrap authors. I don't really need that either. I don't know what the Bootstrap. That's a thing that's installed with it, so it's just like a built-in tool. So I am trying to figure out how in C Sharp's many roots, how is it getting this icon? The icon, I would imagine, would have been in shared. It's obviously not building it, so I know that's not happening. But it is referencing it here. It looks like by this, by house door fill nav menu. And now, unless that's something to do with what's in the navigation stuff, because I counter as by plus square fill nav menu. See, that's an images thing. I'm going to go out and see if there's actually just an images folder that we're just not seeing here, because I feel like we're referencing an images folder, because that's how historically, you know, it could just be that it's not showing. Let's show everything. Imports, bin, debug, nope. Pages, 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 object, debug. Let's see, object, bin. I don't know where the image is coming from. It's got to have a reference to something, unless it's some sort of default icon that's part of Bootstrap. But I don't know. It's open folder location here. Let's see if there's an images folder that I'm just not seeing. Favicon, launch JSON, service dependencies, debug. Yeah, I don't see any image here. There's no image. Shared external login picker. These are all Razor pages. So it must be some kind of a special external icon. Again, we're going to do the same thing though. We're going to create, I'm going to create a folder. So I'm not going to put it under components because I think that's silly. And I'm not sure the best place. Where do you put an image? You put it on the server, right? So then you have a link back to the server. So let's do, let's see how the suggested way to do this. Insert image into Blazor server page. Dynamically set an image source. All right, place the image in a new folder named images. Well, I was going to do that anyway. That's not a thing, but let's go here. We're going to go new folder, add new folder. And then I can probably go out to my images. I'll take the same image because yeah, start making them look a little bit the same, right? So we'll just drop this guy in here. Oh man, not gonna let me do it that way? Fine. Open folder location. And then we'll go over here, we'll copy this image over here. Okay, so it's now available here. Let's see, place the image in a new folder for purposes. You organize images in the following. Show image component. This image source is dynamically set to the value of the image source in C#. The show image method updates the image source field based on an image ID argument passed to the method. I do like that. let's do it that way. In fact, I should probably do that with the Razor one, but let's create a component that's going to get the image for me. So in the following show image component, we're going to go show image component. I'm going to go component, close this, layout. Should it be a layout? Pages? No, I don't want to be pages. We'll call it layout. Let's call it utils. Add new folder. We'll call it utils. Rename. I don't know if I'm going to get this done. I have to get this done in about 5 minutes. Wait, how come I can't rename my folder? Properties. Oh, you know what? I gotta stop this thing. Stop it. Can't do stuff crazy while you're in the middle of it, usually. There we go. And we're gonna call it utils. And then we're gonna create a new page. New add Razor component. And we're gonna call it show image. Okay. I don't really want, let's see, let's browse. Let's see here. Page title, show image example. Don't want to do that, don't do that. Image source is not null. So we're going to go image, add image source. I'm looking at an example, so hold on. I'm just trying to iron this out in my head, see if I can get this done in a couple of minutes. Kind of close on my time. I would like to get this up. How can I do this quickly? I don't want to do a shortcut. I don't want to do a shortcut. So I think I'm going to pause because I don't want to do a shortcut, and I feeling like 5 minutes ain't enough time. So I'm going to pause, come back. I will get this done today. I promise. It's Friday, so yeah, I should probably get it done today. 5 o'clock is my cutoff for work. I do fun after 5 o'clock. That's all there is to it. So, but yeah, I think I can get this done. It doesn't seem like a long thing. It's just longer than 5 minutes. So I'll take a break, and I will see you.